join us today for the story. We're going to be reading 7 Days of Awesome, a creation tale by Sean Bowes, illustrated by Colin Jack. Hey, where did you come from? And what about me? What about Casey, Mike, Max, and Zoe? What about elephants and what about fleas? What about monkeys, bears, lions, and trees? Have you thought of these things? Well, maybe you should. So wake up your mind. It will do you some good. Where did fish come from? Or even these rocks? And who made those feet that keep you in your socks? Did life start by itself? Boy, don't be a loon. It started with someone, and you'll find out who soon. Way, way back, before time began, before dogs or cats, or even man, God was there, and he had a plan. And this is how it all began. It's out of sight. God first made the light. And why would that be? Because there's so much to see. So I can see you, and you could see me. If it wasn't for light, how dark would it be? If it wasn't for dark, you'd sleep in the light. So the light he called day, and the dark he called night. God called it all good. That's the end of day one. Is that all he made? So he's already done? Don't be silly, my friend. God has only begun. Day 2 is huge. And do you know why? On day number 2, God made the big sky with water above and water below. God made the sky high, and he made the ground low. See all the seas and see all the trees. On day number 3, God made all of these. And look, what a hoot! To get day, God made fruit. Isn't that neat? Now there's something to eat. Then God said with glee, "It looks good to me." So that, my dear friends, is the end of day 3. Then on day 4, God made even more. The moon and the stars, outer space to explore. God filled up the skies with treats for our eyes. The highest of heights is now full of lights. Things are alive on day number 5. With just a few words, God made all the birds. And not only birds, but in the same way, he made all the fish on that very same day. God filled up the seas and he filled up the skies with the fish that could swim and the birds that could fly. And the fish that could fly and the birds that could swim, but don't ask me why, you'll have to ask him. Day 6 is fantastic, you know it is true. Day 6 is the day God finally made you. And not only you, the entire zoo too. With critters that hop and creatures that crawl, some that are short and some that are tall. God made eyes for seeing, God made hair for growing, God made ears for hearing, and he made feet for going. God made us to love, and he made us to live. He made arms to hug, and he made hands to give. Yes, God made it all like no one else could, all to glorify him, and he called it all good. But wait, there's more. What didn't we see? With all that God made, what else could there be? On day 7, God made what I like best. Do you know what he made? That's when God made rest.
See you next week, kids!